Hello, my friends, and welcome back. It's time for another episode of Pints with Poke. I'm your host, not a ghost, the drunk pokeroo. 'Tis beer time, near beer time, not beer time. Near beer, close to beer. Not from here, from over there. Germany, Alabang. We had the other wheat beer, it was okay. Now we got Kaiserdom Classic Lager 0.0%. I guess the comma is like a point there in Europe. I've never been to Europe. Have you been to Europe? I was always planning on going, and now I'm like, it seems like a lot of packing. I'll just stay here and drink beer. Or near beers. We, trying a lot of new near beers this month. It's been good. Just ordered a bunch more. Always on the lookout to try and find more, because that's kind of the fun. I don't want to drink the same thing all the time, although I do have some repeats. Because I am looking for, somebody should have washed that glass better. I'm looking for like go-to stuff, more for the summer than the winter, right? Because summertime you tend to sit outside and have a couple, 3 beers, and you want to have stuff, so I need to find stuff. I like, that to me is nice, when you pour it and it looks like a beer, it's not flat. You know, it's got some carbonation, it's got a head. Let's get into it, cheers. Again, we seem to hit these, and I think that these European lagers have a lot in common in terms of the sweetness, kind of that grassy, malty, bitter. The bitterness is nice on this. It is pretty crisp. There's this round sweetness, honey-like sweetness in there, which is not bad, but it does have that weird kind of Euro lager taste. But it's okay. I think with a lot of these, the appeal is for a certain segment or person, right? Like they like this particular brand of beer and they buy this beer. And I think that's why it's popular, or not popular, is because there's people that like that. And it's different than when you're talking about like a brewery, like you're talking about like Third Moon and all that stuff, where they got all new beers every week, right? These are people that buy by the case. They're not like me where I'm buying a can. Right? Like, would I buy this again? Probably not. It's pretty nondescript. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not terrible. It's not great. Just meh. I'm not the target audience for this. I'm not. The target audience is somebody that likes this style, can't drink beer anymore, or doesn't want to drink beer anymore, right? But they still like the flavor. They like the ritual of having a beer. So they like this one. And I can completely see that. This is closer to beer than some of the other ones we've had. And the more I sip on it, the more I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Right? Like, I wouldn't be offended if you offered me this one, but I'm not going to buy it again. And not because it's bad, just because it's like, it's not, it doesn't impose a memory upon me. So, yeah, it's okay. If you like this, I can see why. Right? It's got some redeeming qualities. It's just, it lines up with like 5 or 6 other beers that I've had from Europe that are just like, yeah, I guess so. You know what I mean? All right. Cheers, my friends. Keep trying. It's fun. It's pleasant. It's just, yeah, again, it's one of those beers that if it ends up in my cart again, it's because I forgot I had it. That's the truth.